We have 7 News Detroit's Brett Cast, who is here to explain it a little bit more. And Brett, not only are the temperatures going to be extreme, but we're talking it could feel like 105 degrees.
Yeah, with just how humid it is right now. I mean, it's pretty humid. You probably felt it when we walked out this morning. And I know all those folks at home, when you walk out this morning, you're probably going to feel it as well. It is humid out there and making it feel a lot hotter with that heat index. Again, over 100 degrees. So while temperatures are in the upper 90s, it'll feel like over 100 degrees. And you can see the temperature change in just last 24 hours. We got 7 degrees higher in Detroit, but 11 degrees higher in Mount Clemens, 14 degrees higher in Port Huron as well. And the temperatures right now, again, current temperatures 78 in Detroit, but it really feels like 80 with that heat index. 80 in Mount Clemens, 84 is the heat index there. So again, it is relatively hot, but the heat index makes it hotter, and that'll only continue as the day goes on. So here's the extreme heat. We have the extreme heat warning going on in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb County. That'll be through Tuesday. That's called Urban Heat Island there. It's with the cities and the landscape and the pavement and the buildings. It helps keep the heat more trapped from the sun compared to the more rural areas where there's still a heat advisory in place. But moral of the story, it is going to be hot pretty much everywhere all through southeast Michigan. And now how are we talking? We're talking near record temperatures. Take a look at some of the forecasted temps here and the observed temp from yesterday versus what we're the record highs there. So on Monday, we're actually forecasting a record high temperature. We'll see if we actually get there when Monday comes. But for the most part, we are looking at near or at record high temperatures for the next few days going into early next week. As for today, it'll get progressively warmer because the sun will be shining. We're going to see temperatures reach 95 degrees by about 5 o'clock later this afternoon. The high today in Detroit is 96 degrees, 95, 96. We'll see how high we can get. But as far as the wind, it'll be a little bit windy as well. Gustier winds closer to 20 miles per hour, over 20 miles per hour at times here earlier this morning. Now, as for the setup for the rest of the week going into the weekend, we have this high pressure here that is kind of keeping us warm, but we do have a front moving through. That'll be into Tuesday night, and that front is going to kind of stall over us from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that'll bring chances for rain and potentially storms again next week as that front is kind of stalled over us here in Metro Detroit. Again, we're going to see as the days go on how this all plays out, but we are expecting some severe weather potentially next week after we get through this heat wave that we'll see for the next few days. Again, as for today's highs, 96 degrees is the high in Detroit, and it's pretty consistent throughout the area. 90, though, in Port Sand Lake, 95 in Port Huron. And overnight, again, we are not going to see much relief as these nights go on. We're looking at temperatures overnight low, 76 degrees, 76 Mount Clemens. So we are staying in the 70s even into the overnight hours. Now, as again, for the full forecast here for the 7 days, 96 is the high today. We do see sunshine for the next few days until those storm chances begin on Tuesday and follow through the rest of the week. So again, we have 90s, and we're going to be close to 90 next week, so that heat is here to stay.